All right, we're going to try this one more time. I'm going to try this once again, see if we can get the audio working properly. It is definitely not an issue with the computer because when I do this offline, it's working awesome. All right, so now that you guys can hear me and hopefully I got the level straight, I'm going to actually have Mom come over this side. Why don't you slide over on this side? We're going to try to do both of us together. Let's see if we can get this adjusted. There she goes. I think we can get in here. You're going to have to squeeze in a little bit. Let's see. Yeah.
Hard to me. That's all right.
We're going to do the best we can here.
Try
to squeeze in a little bit more. There we go. Now
Okay.
we're in.
All right.
Awesome. Hey, Mom. Alien technology.
Hello. Hello.
Awesome. Sound is good. Excellent. I don't know what the heck that was. I sounded like my favorite cartoon group, right?
You did. You really did.
So, this is the goal for today, and I think quite a few people are here. I'm going to wait a couple more minutes to make sure everybody gets here that wants to be here, but you guys can go and ask us some questions. You know, you've seen Mom in some of the food videos, but anything you want to ask us, go ahead. I will have Dad in here later, but as you can see, only two of us can be in this at once with the way the camera's set up. Dad's coming in here right now. Let's see what else we got here. Tyler, he said, use your iMac. Yeah, well, I gave the reason why I wasn't going to do that. Just really haven't had the chance. And oddly enough, this time the problem with the audio was not the computer like it was last time. I think it was an issue with YouTube and OBS Studios not syncing together. So luckily we got that working. It's not quite 8, so I think we're good.
A few minutes.
Just trying to get this thing set up properly. There we go. All right, so go ahead and start asking us some questions. Tyler goes, YouTube live stream isn't the best. That's for darn sure. I'll tell you, I really personally like the Facebook myself, but I know a lot of you guys aren't on that, so we're going to do the best we can here. Not sure I understand that. Question, what happened to your president? If you want to elaborate, Josh, if you want to elaborate on that, you can go ahead. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to that. Let's see. We got 12 people, 6 minutes in, and I am going to try to. We're doing our best to stay in here. Oh, pick up the little guy.
Here he is.
Somebody just came in to say hi to us. And you guys, we are going to tell you the name of the cat, but it's not going to be till the end, so you guys got to hang on for a while. There you go.
Say hello.
Say hello, little guy. What you doing? Everybody wants to say hi to you on YouTube.
And he needs a name.
Yeah, he definitely needs a name, which he does have. But like I said, we're going to wait till the end there. Which one is worse? Well, you know what? We're going to leave the political discussions for another time. That's not what I want to do. That's not one of our goals here tonight.
Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Oh, Brenner. It's funny that I live like 20 minutes from you on Nansman Parkway. Yeah, I know right where that is. I've been down there in years past to pick up some computers. Matter of fact, right at the end of Nansman Parkway, towards downtown Suffolk, there was a, I don't know if it's even there anymore, it used to be an auction house. And I never forget, years ago, I picked up a whole bunch of Dell Optiplex GX6, 260s there back in the day. That was an interesting haul for sure. Someone thought it was Aldi is the name. Spiky 911 USA. Well, I will tell you that's not the name that we chose, but it's a good name. That is a good name. Never thought of that one. No, me neither. See, we got 14 people watching. We just hit 8 o'clock, and I'm so glad that audio is actually working.
Yes.
Mom and I did a lot of shopping today. We went out to BJ's, went out to Best Buy, went out to Aldi. We did go to Aldi, Dollar Tree, so we did a lot of shopping. And I did wind up buying another laptop, which I will be doing a review on, hopefully sooner than later. Let me take a sip of this coffee here. Oh, I need this to stay awake, even though it's 8 p.m. Definitely need this. Just James. My girlfriend is watching. She wants to know your mom's nail color. Do you remember what it's
Oh
called?
heavens, I don't remember, but it's very, very summery and very, very bright. But I don't really remember the name of it.
It's where'd you get it? At one of our local
Yeah,
shops,
one of the
right?
local nail shops here in
I'm sure you
Chesapeake.
could probably find it.
It's a gel color, but to be honest with you, I can't remember what the name was. But I'm glad you like it.
Uh-oh, Tyler wrote, I got a free laptop, but it is no good. What, just out of curiosity, what model, what kind of laptop is it? If you want to write that down there. Stacy says she loves it from Just James. Yeah, it is pretty cool. You don't usually go that hot pink color.
No, I don't. It was a little brighter than I had thought, but yeah, it's nice for the summer.
It's something a little different, definitely.
Yeah, I did. I put it up because she saw it.
Jonathan Dominique wrote, almost forgot about the stream. You're looking forward to the cooler weather. Well, when it gets here,
Yeah.
I don't even know when that's going to happen. They keep saying for the next week. What did you hear last?
Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay. So we got about 3 more days, and then we're going to get hopefully out of even the 90s. That would be nice. I'll take the low 90s at this point. When I was driving today, it actually hit 100 degrees. It was insane. Hit 100 degrees today. Actual temperature. We're not even talking about the heat index, which is the humidity and the actual temperature combined. Tyler, Gateway NE56R31U. It works good. It works, but I got an Intel Celeron. It's slow. Oh yeah, I think a good friend of ours had one of those. I think he actually had a Core 2 in his, but I remember they had a lot of heating problems. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that was a Vista laptop. If you get a chill pad, it might help. The cooler the CPU is, of course, the faster the laptop will run. But yeah, nowadays a Celeron of that era is just gonna be too slow for most things. Stephen Barber, hey Matt, just thought if you want to save money on your cable bill, you can use Magic Jack for your house phone. That is what I have, and I love it. Oh my gosh, I have a story for you. We actually, Mom probably remembers this. We actually had a Magic Jack, or I had it in the room for a while. Had this hooked up to my Pentium 4. I think it was an Asus piece. It was one of the first ones I built. I used it for a little while, and all of a sudden one day I got home and I started smelling something kind of burning, like the burning electronic smell. Do you know that Magic Jack actually shorted out and wound up shorting out 3 USB ports on my computer? The newer ones might be better, but I think we'll stick to the FiOS at this point. Let's see what we got here. Appetite for Adventure. Question. Hey, Matt, do you like the Fast and Furious movies? Just saw the new one the other day. Not one of my favorite ones. I think Dad said he wants to see it, but I remember seeing the first one, and I think I did see Too Fast, Too Furious a couple of years ago, but definitely not one of my favorite genres or favorite. What's the word we're looking for here?
Genres.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Cars. Dad's favorite cars.
Max Covington, what mode setting should I set my computer to make sure it will recognize what I hook up to it? Well, I mean, mode really doesn't come into it as long as you don't use sleep mode, which I would never use on a computer because it degrades the operating system. But if you want to get the most performance out of your USB devices in particular, especially when you're getting into the 3.0s, if it's a desktop, I would just set it to max performance. There's no reason to have any less than that because you're not running it on batteries. So you're not really worried about battery life. And if it is a laptop, just use the balance mode. It all should be fine. There is a tweak if you actually go into the USB ports, and I don't remember it exactly, but if you go into the properties, you can actually adjust the USB 3.0 to full bandwidth. So basically, you get the most speed out of that. You can Google search that. It's a real easy trick. I just don't remember it off the top of my head right now. Oh, just James, what brought your family to Virginia? Taxes. Am I right?
Retirement. It's very expensive
Mm,
in New York, and it's hard to retire there. Just
for sure.
taxes and things are very expensive. So we used to take our motorhome down. We liked the ocean. We used to come down to Virginia Beach, and we liked the area. And Matt was gonna. He was just finishing middle school, gonna go to high school. And we figured it was a good time to make the move, and we're very happy we did. We really like it.
We do like it down here. Other than the heat, during the summer we have to kind of stay indoors because,
Right.
except for Mom, Dad, and I are basically warm blooded, so we just can't take
Well,
the heat
New
that
York
well.
is hot also and humid, but it's just, you get more of it here. It's longer here. You know, when New York, you might get it like June and July, maybe, or a little bit of August, where here you get it probably into September, October.
Exactly. Alien Technology. Chris's TV 1979 is building a rise and build right now. You know what? I need to watch that. I'll be honest with you. We've just been so busy lately. I really haven't been keeping up on other people's videos. But I do like his channel. He has a lot of good vintage tech that he puts up there. I remember a few years ago he restored a mid 80s VCR. I think it was like an NEC, one of the rare ones. So if you guys have a chance, definitely check out his channel for sure. Tyler, been in the hundreds here for a week. No rain. It's a severe drought. We're not in a drought here, but we still could use some rain. If I get a chance tomorrow when I do the vlog, I'll actually show you the part of the grass is actually brown, like towards the street, where the water doesn't necessarily penetrate as well. So we probably use another inch or two of rain to just bring us up to where we need to be. But I'll pray for you guys. Hopefully, you guys get some rain out there because that is the only relief to this heat sometimes. KJ plays TM. I have a Dell Optiplex 320, and when I press shutdown, it just stays on the black screen, and after a few minutes, it blue screens. Do you know what might be the cause of it? It depends on when you're actually getting the black screen. You said it says when you push the shutdown. It sounds to me like it could be a corruption in Windows in the operating system. Generally, that's one of two things. It's either an infection or you may have a hardware issue. I would look into your hard drive first and then maybe the memory. Run something like Crystal Disk Info. You can download that if you Google it, Crystal Disk Info. That'll tell you if your hard drive's at fault. If it's an older installation of Windows, like you've had it on there for 2 or 3 years, and Crystal Disk Info says the hard drive's good, you can also run something like MemTest to tell you that the memory's good. Then I would probably just reinstall Windows at that point. But yeah, you definitely got to run some diagnostics on there. There's definitely an issue going on for sure.
Dad's gonna put his chair in the middle.
Okay, Dad's gonna go in the middle. We're gonna try to get all three of us in here. Tyler goes, thank you. Our cows need water, and what is that? Sloths, SLOUGT, are empty after 30 years. Wow. That's interesting. I tell you, California's had some of the worst droughts. Like not as much where his brother lives, but kind of southern area. I know San Francisco, San Diego, all the southern parts have really been getting hit hard. Though recently, they definitely have gotten some rain, which has helped quite a bit. Max coming in. I actually have a desktop. The IDE mode setting is for SATA. Will the highest mode number work for me to make sure the computer will recognize what I add on? Yes, you should be fine there. If you start getting errors, data rate errors, a lot of packet loss when you're moving data around, you may have to turn it down just a little bit. Let's see, Sam Heron, hi. When the office ladies at work won't power in their laptops at work, they have to hold down the power button for a few seconds and then press it again to get it to start. The Wi-Fi light stays on. I've had issues with that, like that with different laptops. Sometimes it's a setting in the BIOS They may have had the actual. You can have two different options. You can have it in the BIOS set to where you push the power button and it'll just turn right off, or if you push the power button, it'll turn into standby mode. What you want to do is make sure it's set to turn the computer off as soon as you hit that button. So basically, that could be the culprit. Other than that, it's some of these laptops just have really weird integration with their actual power buttons. I wouldn't worry too much about it unless it's starting to cause issues. Then you may again want to run a diagnostic on it. See, Tyler wrote, "How's your Ford doing? I miss my brown Ford diesel. It's gone." Well, Dad can probably tell. How's the truck doing?
Yeah, I call it the beast. It took me across country pulling the house.
Oh yeah,
Not far out.
34-foot trailer.
Yep.
A 2-foot extension.
8,000 miles.
8,200 miles, and it pulled like a bull.
Yeah, with the only problem being the transmission. I think a lot of you guys know about that, but luckily that happened early on.
It was a leak. It was a leak. It wasn't a transmission problem per se, but it leaked down the fluid and it burnt the transmission up. But it happened in a spot where I couldn't pull over and go up a very steep hill, very windy, steep hill. No driveways, no pullovers. It was barely a 2-lane road. My RV was taking the whole lane, more of this lane. So very difficult road. And the GPS, you can thank them for taking me a shortcut and never wanted to take. You know?
I know. You always
Back
got to blame.
roads.
You can blame a lot of problems on GPSs because let's face it, they're not perfect. They're usually set to take you the shortest route, not necessarily the best route.
Yeah, but we feel blessed that it didn't happen while we were in the desert. Driving 200 miles in the desert. It was in North Carolina. At least we were near civilization, so we're able to get towed.
Yeah, it took me up the steepest mountains, no problem at all. I mean, there were times when I wish I had 410 gear in the back. I had 373, but power-wise, it was all there. I mean, the most I slowed down on the very steepest hill that I encountered was 52 miles an hour, which is quite good.
And we hit some big ones. Some really big mountains.
Just putting out a message real quick. Yeah, keep it coming with the questions, guys. I've got a little bit of a lag here. Let me go back and see if I missed anything. Okay, NWS Storm Chaser wrote, eMachines T60 or 3604 running Windows 7. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm actually surprised you got Windows 7 on that computer. Let me look and see what that maxes out at memory-wise. Okay. Okay, it looks like that particular system maxed out at 2 gigs, so it's about all you're gonna be able to put in there. But yeah, that's amazing, dude. I'm actually surprised that computer runs Windows 7 at all. That's interesting. I'm glad you're able to get that to work. Oh, we have Chris's TV 1979. Hey, what's up? Fargo and Moorhead are in a little bit of a drought, but we also have been getting tornadoes around here. Wow. I didn't realize you guys got them up quite that far north. We have been known to get a few in this area. Back in 2006, the Suffolk area got hit really bad. I'll never forget. This family actually came in. This is the time I was working at Best Buy, and they brought their computer in, and they were trying to get family pictures off the hard drive. Luckily, I mean, this computer was really messed up. It actually went around in the tornado. The house was leveled. They actually went in to search for it, and they found it. The case was messed up, but luckily we were able to get the pictures off the hard drive for them. But yeah, it's never fun. With this kind of weather, you always run the risk of having tornadic activity. Stephen Barber, in school I got an Inspiron 6000 to run my favorite version of Windows 8.1. Ran fine, but it was a little bit slow. Yeah, the Inspiron 6000s were nice systems. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that running Windows 8.1 if you had maxed out the memory, which I believe in that one is 4 GB unofficially. I had one years ago that I got up to run 4 GB, even though I think Dell's website tells you can only get up to 2 GB. But yeah, those were rock solid computers. Those things were like business class all the way. They were metal construction. The only issues they had with those were the hinges would go bad after a while. Just waiting on a few more questions here. Oh, I can definitely hear we're going to be getting some rain. I could hear it on the air conditioner.
Yeah. We had rumbles of
hitting
thunder
on the air
earlier.
conditioner.
We had rumbles of thunder earlier, so.
Garth Arnett's, if I pronounced that wrong, I apologize. Where are you folks going next? I assume he means with the trailer. What do you think?
We're gonna stay on the East Coast for sure.
Yeah,
We're consider Central States. That's nice too, but we're definitely not going west. No way.
No.
I don't care if I don't see the mountains again.
For obvious reasons.
I got tired of seeing the dirt and everything.
And the dust and the
The
brown.
desert, it was nice
Mhm.
to visit, but I don't think I'd want to live there. And I think you
Yeah.
two both agree.
We're definitely East Coast.
And for those of you that enjoy the desert, I apologize.
yeah.
I don't mean to knock it. We
It was
enjoy
nice to see
Vegas,
it, yeah.
but it's just not for us. We enjoy the green.
When I
And
went back to the green, I actually kissed the ground.
he
So,
did.
home.
He really did. I'm not
I'm
kidding.
home.
We'll probably maybe go to the Outer Banks.
Oh yeah.
Maybe,
We'll go to
like in the
Florida, we'll
fall.
go to
We
the
want to
East
do the
Coast.
Florida.
Yeah. We'll
Maybe
go
in the
to-
winter we want to go to Florida.
Yeah.
That'll
I like
be
to see
fun.
Green and lakes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And rivers.
exactly. And a little bit of mountains, but not when we're
Mhm.
towing a trailer.
Green mountains. I don't care what they're telling.
Yeah, green, not
Green.
brown rocks.
Well, I do want to say one thing. You talk about mountains, like through Rockies, you get the huge mountains. We climb up 7,000 feet. We zigzag through the mountains, right? And one of the toughest ones that I went to the mountain was in West Virginia. They had curvy roads going up the mountain, but they more or less went over the mountain instead of going through. So some of those climbs are really high in West Virginia.
They are.
So,
And
We were surprised.
I've never been there with a trailer, but we went through West Virginia with the car one time, and I remember they had some pretty big mountains. Garth wrote, so Arizona is out then. Yeah.
Well, Arizona, like Vegas was nice, a lot of palm trees,
yeah.
a lot of, it was hot.
It was like Wyoming and where else was it before we went to
Nevada.
Wyoming?
Nevada. And parts, wasn't you say parts of Texas
Utah.
were desert-like
Yeah,
too?
very
Yeah.
desert.
Most of the West Coast is desert.
But I'd love to go to Texas. I've
You
never
may not-
been. They have.
They may not call it desert, but it's desert looking.
Right.
Right.
We did
Right.
like Arizona. We didn't mind Arizona. It was Nevada and
Yeah, but the one thing I will say
Wyoming
is
and around
that heavy
that
winds
Mhm.
from the desert. Sometimes they're gusts of 80 miles an hour. And you have to be when you're driving. But on my rig, I didn't feel it. It's all right. But I did find that, like Las Vegas, when it was 107 outside, sun beat down on you, you didn't feel bad because you always had like a 10-mile-an-hour wind, 10, 15 miles an hour, and sometimes gusts of 60. So, I mean,
yeah,
if
the
you're
dry
in the
heat was
shade,
better.
you can stay all day long in the shade, even at 107, no problem at all. But over here, it's
Humidity
100
kills it.
degrees, the shade's not going to help you, there's no wind. And it's such humidity. It's much worse here. Definitely. I agree with that.
Oh yeah, I just got a comment. Sam Heron said, "Come to New Zealand." I would love to see
Oh,
New
yeah,
Zealand.
I've heard it's absolutely gorgeous. I've heard that. Where I
So
worked
have I.
years ago, I had somebody I worked with and his wife. They decided, I don't know, they heard about New Zealand and
Yeah.
I guess
heard
they
like
didn't
there's
have
something about
children and they just were able to get up and go and they moved to New Zealand just like that because they heard they just fell in love with it from
That's one
pictures.
place I'd
and-
like to visit. I can't take the trailer
Mhm.
there.
No, I don't think
We have a
so.
request, Dad. Your volume is really low. Start talking a little louder.
Oh,
Okay.
he's not part of the Loud family.
He's
My
not.
My family's the Loud family.
Awesome. So we're up to, okay, we're down to 22 people at this point, and I realize being on a Saturday, a lot of people are probably out doing different activities. But I really appreciate you guys being with us tonight. We're going to do this probably for another 10 or 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see if we got any other questions here. Julian Butler wanted, didn't you guys go into Kentucky for a little while? Did you go through
We
Kentucky?
did.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
We did.
Yes, they did.
Kentucky was very nice.
It was very.
Yeah.
Did you
We
what
stayed at-
campgrounds?
We
Did you
stayed at
stay?
campground in Kentucky.
Yeah, a
It was very
KOA.
pretty.
I don't remember exactly where.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah,
Mhm.
Kentucky is really pretty.
It is. It's
Yeah.
it's got some mountains too, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Unlike
Once
here.
we started getting around there, we started seeing green and trees and mountains. We were very happy.
That's the problem around here. We have no mountains. Actually, a little
It's flat.
little tip there. If you come down to what we call the Hampton Roads area of Virginia, there are no geographical hills. You will find a few hills here, but the ones that are here are man-made, generally for drainage or for like an overpass. But no hills in this
No,
area
but
at
green.
all.
But it's still very
But
green.
it is.
Very
It is
treed and
very
green,
green.
just not hills. Not until you get like to Williamsburg.
Mark Covington, what is your favorite state to go to? I'll start. I love New York, mainly not just because my family's there, but upstate New York, beautiful hills. You know, you can get nice country out there, and then if you're really in the mood for this to go into the city, not 3 hours later, you can get into the city. It's just something for everyone in
And your
New
beaches.
York.
And you have beaches.
You got
People think that New York is
everything
just
there.
the city. But you have beaches. You have the Catskill Mountains. You have the Adirondack
Next,
Mountains.
you have
really
Niagara
everything.
Falls.
You have everything there, really.
So what's your favorite state?
Oh, goodness.
And
that's
don't say New
hard.
York.
No.
Maine is another one. Maine.
Maine was
Maine.
very pretty. Maine was pretty. The only thing is I don't like the snow anymore, so I have to say Virginia.
Mom likes
It
Virginia.
just has a small amount of snow. It's enough for me.
What about you?
As far as living, I'd rather live here. Yeah. I'm
So-
happy here, right?
So we got two Virginias and a New York. I know you're probably not really surprised by that. Oh, okay. Elizabeth Laforte, what was the final win-loss in Vegas for the family? Well, the only ones to gamble were me and Mom. Did you
don't
win
know.
anything?
I did a little bit.
Oh,
No,
he did.
down a little bit.
I lost $12.
I think I lost about 20 altogether.
And I about broke even, but I gambled the most, and I only did the one-arm bandits.
That's
so.
all I did.
And one thing about Vegas that a lot of people don't realize, that if they haven't been there for a while, there are not a lot of table games anymore. Whereas it used to be like 50-50. You'd have 50% maybe table games, blackjack, baccarat, poker, roulette, and then 50%. Slots, and then maybe a few like video poker machines. Now it's more like 70-30, and in some of the casinos it was even like 80-20. And a lot of and this is actually going more towards the machines. And the few tables that they did have, you kind of noticed
Some of them were electronic.
they were electronic, but the few man ones, there weren't really anybody at them.
No, we
There
didn't
weren't
see too
no
many people at
employees or
them.
anything. So unfortunately, everything's going to those electronic machines. And the reason behind that is very simple. It makes the casinos more money. People can make errors. The dealers can make errors. And a lot of times, it can be in the casino's favor, but a lot of times it's in the player's favor. So it behooves them, here's your word for the day, it behooves them to keep the electronic machines out going.
And we did see a...
The other thing I will say about going to the casino, you have to like smoke.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Everybody
there's
smokes in there, and I'll tell you, I don't like
I don't
smoke.
like smoke either. I hate it.
Mm.
But here's the thing. We wanted, all three of us wanted to be in Vegas. We were just happy to be there, and I tolerated it. I would have to say the worst one for smoke, I think, was the Luxor. I smelled the smoke worse there than any other one. The first night we went to the Fremont, the old part, the Fremont. And that wasn't too bad. They had just revitalized it. They renovated the Fremont, and it is really nice. It's like Golden Nugget, Four Queens. Yep. And then, of course,
we saw the
third night in, we saw the Beatles Circus du Soleil.
Wonderful.
Which was really, really pretty.
We didn't think that Gil was going to like it, and he wound up loving it. So.
Oh, it was magnificent. It's definitely a must see.
You go to Vegas, you have to see a show.
Jonathan Dominique wrote, "Did you travel through Kansas at all? I'm hoping to move back there within the next 10 years."
Where?
Kansas.
We were shocked because we always thought Kansas was very flat and all cornfields. Now we were probably the 3/4 up more towards the.
We took Route 70.
Yeah, we were more towards the north.
Route 70.
Yeah, so it was very hilly.
Yeah,
It was very hilly. It surprised us. Now maybe further down south it's flat with the but we always pictured it being flat and we're very surprised it was hilly.
Yeah, I
But
thought
it looked very nice. But it did seem very nice. We like Kansas. Nice scenery,
We
green.
went to a campground in Canton,
Did
couple.
we? I don't
Two of
remember.
them.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
so we liked it there.
Very nice.
Let's see. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this one right. I'm going to answer one more computer question. Brenner, can you replace a DVD drive on a laptop with a hard drive? I bought a 240 gigabyte SSD and replaced the 1 terabyte hard drive that was in my Inspiron 5558, and I need more space. I'm not exactly sure if I understand that question. Generally, you can replace a DVD drive in most laptops. They're usually really easy to. Usually it's one screw underneath, depending on the laptop, and then the drive just slides out. I assume you're talking about actually putting in a hard drive in that area. It's not something I would recommend doing at home. It can be done, but you'd have to find the proper blanking plate, and most likely you would have to get a special connector to hook that new hard drive up to the connector for the DVD drive. Because even though technically it's a SATA connector, generally it's a lot of newer laptops are going there's that word again, proprietary. So theoretically it can be done, but it's probably going to cost a lot of money. I would recommend probably just getting a external hard drive. You can get, I've seen 5 terabyte external hard drives now that are no bigger than a deck of cards. That's the route I would go. It'd be a lot simpler and a lot cheaper in the long run. Yeah, Michael Laforte, coffee at this hour. You better believe it, because it's 8:30 here. Doesn't bother me, and if I wasn't drinking this right now, I'd be like this. We had a long day.
There's been a new study out. People who drink 2 to 3 cups a day live 18 years
More.
18%.
18%
longer.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, I guess I'm doomed.
Yeah, Mom doesn't drink coffee, tea, pretty much anything bitter. You do not like anything bitter.
I don't.
Though she will drink lemonade if it has enough sugar in it.
Yeah, I'm a sweet person.
She loves those sweets. Well, you know what? I think it's about time to announce the kitty's name. Now we're gonna try and get the kitty. I'm gonna get Dad to go ahead and find the kitten for us.
Probably in the den.
Well, Dad's doing that. Mom's gonna hold the sign up, but not quite yet.
We had a really hard time.
Let me pull this up real quick because I want to make sure I get this right. And once again, this name was chosen by one of you, and I'm going to go ahead and say who chose that. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick.
And we do appreciate all the people that responded to the names.
Absolutely.
We had a very hard time choosing a name. We're trying to see if...
yeah, and I'm getting there. I'm trying to find it.
He's having a hard time finding it.
Okay, I got it. it. So, while Dad's doing that, I will give the name of the person that gave this name to us. And unfortunately, I don't actually think he's here tonight. I haven't seen him comment in the live stream. That is YouTube user Abandoned Exploration Adventure. He actually gave us 3 different names here. And I'm going to wait for Dad because I definitely want to have him in there. I think he's having a hard time finding this cat.
Want me to see if I can find him? You ever see if I can get him?
No, that's okay. We'll give it a couple more minutes. I'll go ahead and answer a few more questions here while we're waiting.
He's really having trouble finding
Okay, Appetite for Adventure. Okay, he is here. He is here. He's just on another channel.
I'm going to see if I can find him. I'm going to see if I can.
Tyler wrote, what camera do you have? I'm going to move in a little bit more since they're looking for the cat right now. The camera that I'm using right now to film is the Logitech Webcam Pro 9000. And oddly enough, I did go to a garage sale this morning and I was able to pick up a new microphone. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to configure it, and I think the issue I'm having is it's not totally Windows 10 compatible. But now that I've adjusted the audio, it took me about an hour to do this. I actually spent about an hour yesterday adjusting the mic settings perfectly for this live stream. So it was kind of ironic that we had that slight audio glitch to start with, but now that everything's good, let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully the rain stops and the creek don't overfill. Oh, you can hear them in the background. Of course, when we need him here, he's shy. This cat is not shy by any means at all. This cat is unbelievably friendly. He'll come up to anybody usually. Oh, I think Dad finally got him, and he said, where was he? Okay, I guess he was under the bed. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler. He said I meant YouTube. I usually film with my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge for the vlogs. Other times it's the Canon Vixie. I think it's the same one you have. But here he is, guys. Here is our new cat. You guys have seen him a little bit. Hold him up to the thing. There we go. And I guess I will hold it up. The name of our new cat, drum roll. Milo.
Milo.
This is Milo right here.
Here he is. Doesn't know his name yet, but he'll get used to it.
He doesn't. But you know what? He's still young. He's still growing, aren't you, little buddy? Definitely a little camera shy. I think every cat we've ever had has been camera shy. He's actually better than most, though. Baxter, if I was to hold him near for any length of time and he saw himself in here, he'd bolt out of my arms.
Human contact.
Here, you hold him. He wants to go to you.
Pumpkin.
He wants to bug out.
Oh, speak of the devil, here's Baxter.
They were under the bed together, under our bed.
Say hi. I'm gonna say hi. Come on, say hi to everybody.
See if you can grab
Say
Baxter.
hi. Say hi, Milo. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put him down because he's fussing too much. Well, I'll let you guys see Baxter if he'll come over here.
Here you go.
It's funny, looking at the delay, I just saw that section where I waved his little paw. That's funny.
Oh, you're a ton, 2 ton here.
Brander said, oh my God, I named my cat Milo too. He's 1 year old. I think it's a cute name.
Is he behind me if I turn around?
Yes, you'll be fine.
Okay.
And here's Baxter. Check this guy out. He has gotten so big. Unbelievable. I'm going to try to move the camera down. You can see this frame here. It's unbelievable.
I think he gained 5 pounds since we got back.
I think he did too. But he's still a sweetheart. Show everybody your face, bud.
I think it's over 20 pounds.
Well, he's close. If not, he's about 19 at this point. But man, what a big boy he is.
We really appreciate all the suggestions for names.
Yes,
it's hard to
thank
pick
you.
Names.
I actually tallied them, and I think I got 40 different suggestions. I had them all printed out in Word. But at the end, we love that name Milo. We went through quite a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
The other name, and this one wasn't suggested by you guys, the other 2 names we were thinking about, Jasper and Finn. Finn was the one that Mom liked, and or Sawyer. So I know. Well, you know what? I just noticed that we got about 3 more viewers, so I guess the cat really is good for ratings here. Stephen Barber, that's a cute name. Julian Butler, did you ever find a food Baxter likes? Yes. It took me a long time. And for wet food, he likes the new Aldi's Gourmet. Our Aldi's just started carrying this, but from what I understand, the ones up north have had it for a while. The ocean whitefish tuna and the salmon are his favorite. Yeah, what do you know? Seafood, right?
and we got him to eat dry food because we put dry food up for the little cat, and he sees the little one eating it, Milo eating it. So now all of a sudden he's starting to eat dry food.
Yeah, because the other ones showed him. And that one is the Whiskas, which we got at Dollar Tree when they had it on special. But unfortunately, they're not carrying anymore. So once that's gone, probably going to have to try to find something else because I honestly don't think they even make that particular food anymore. It was the Whiskas adult formula, and I think it was the chicken different flavor. I'll have to look in some of the regular stores, but that's what he eats so far. But as you guys know that own cats, they are free to change their mind at any time. Believe me, cats are some of the pickiest creatures next to dogs. Actually, I would say cats are probably even more picky, pickier. Golden Eagle, hello from the Ukraine. Oh, hello.
Oh, wonderful. I think that's the
Excellent.
furthest we've had
Hello, Governor.
tonight.
Yeah.
Hello, Governor.
Sam, my two cats are Halo and Shadow. Didn't you mention Dad mentioned Shadow as a name? I think Shadow's a really nice name. I just thought he didn't really look like a shadow. To me, a shadow is more like just a gray and white cat, where the gray kind of blends into the white, and it kind of looks more like a shadow. But very good name for the right cat, definitely.
Right.
Awesome. Let's see. Do we have any other questions? No. Compare them out. All right, you know what? I think we're going to end this live stream tonight. We're hitting just at about 45 minutes. I'm starting to hear some thunder in the background, so I don't want to do this when it's storming. But I really appreciate you guys sticking around for this. Go ahead and leave comments. I know a few people said they weren't going to be able to make it tonight, but they said they would watch it when it's uploaded tomorrow. Hopefully those people will get to see that. I know YouTube isn't always great at doing that in a timely manner, but hopefully it'll be up for those of you that had to miss it tonight. Do you guys want to say anything before we end this?
No, just thanks again for all the wonderful suggestions, and to you gave the name for the person that suggested Milo.
Absolutely. And we're going to try to do this again. Next live stream may be just me, but if you guys really like it, are you game for doing this again?
Yeah. Sure.
And we'll try to think of more interesting things. I know I said I was going to do this next time, but I really want to do a cooking live stream. I'm going to try to set something up on my phone, and maybe what we'll do is next time Mom cooks a dish, we'll live stream that. I think that would be a great option, but if you guys have any other things you want me to do, go ahead and put it down in the comments. I hope you guys have a great evening. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.